Hi everyone, I'm Dani Walker. You are watching Pageant Access, and today's episode is the 2016 Miss Teen USA recap. As I said, this was the first time I have ever followed this competition in other videos, so I had no idea what Teen USA likes. So do they like the natural girls? Do they like the super polished girls? What's gonna happen because of activewear? What's activewear gonna look like? I had no idea. And like so many of you, you probably had no idea too because of activewear and how would that change things or affect things. And I don't think that it really changed the outcome of things so much because a lot of the girls that I liked, and in fact, the majority of the girls that were in the top 15 were my favorites. Now, I think it's interesting though that I didn't talk about Texas before, and I thought that she did very well. Obviously, she just won Miss Teen USA. But my whole thing was, as I was watching the preliminary competition, because there were so many great girls, she didn't stand out to me as a clear winner. But I have to say that none of the girls really stood out to me though in prelims as a clear winner, because I thought that there were so many that would be great title holders. And I think that a lot of it was gonna come down to the interview, which obviously we can't see. I can't really get to know the girl. And for me, if I was a judge interviewing them, I would wanna be talking to the natural girl. I wouldn't wanna be talking to the super pageanty girl. I just don't think that it's a really genuine thing. But we did see some of the girls that I thought that were super kind of pageanty still getting into the semifinals. And I think that we always are gonna see that in pageants because you can't take away from the super pageant girl that she might have a really great walk or might have really great stage presence. That's still gonna do generally pretty well on stage, but usually that's not enough to get you to that crown, not enough to get you to the title. You're just kind of going through the motions, I think, when we're super pageanty versus when you're polished, but you're also still able to let your own personality shine through. So that was kind of my thoughts on these semifinals and kind of pageanty girls. At first, I did not love Texas's gown, and the only thing I didn't love about it was just the sash across the front, that tulle that she wore across her chest. I thought when she turned around, it made it look like her dress was on backwards, so that sort of bothered me a little bit. But when I finally saw the up-close details, I thought that there was some better camera angles tonight versus on the preliminary competition. So I got to see better details and the fabric of her dress and the rhinestones and the beading and all these different things that were going on. Up close, that was beautiful. And when I saw some other photos of her after crowning, I thought the color in the photos was a lot better than how it looked during last night's telecast, probably just the computer that I was watching it on. But now I see that if it was in person, that yellow would have been a little bit more vibrant on her, and I can see how that helped her to stand out and helped her to do really well. But aside from the winner, Carly, which is so adorable and cute. Oh, I did really like though that her hair was back in a ponytail, and I think it's interesting that the last time Texas won, which would have been Danielle Doty, she also wore her hair sort of pulled back in a low pony thing. I don't know if it's technically a ponytail or if it was just pulled back and kind of cinched at the bottom, but it had the effect of sort of a low ponytail. So I thought it was just interesting that both times that Texas won, they were blonde and they went with hair that was kind of pulled back, which was cute. I thought that the hair was really cute on her. It was a great look for her. In terms of the top 5, I had already been a really big fan of Nevada and Alabama throughout this whole process, so I was not surprised to see them in the top 5. I really liked that South Carolina, who was wearing the blue and white striped dress, was in the top 5. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like about that dress was that we got to see kind of a crotch shot type of situation because of the slit. It really opened up and you could see that it was this little bodysuit underneath that. I don't think it was terrible, but I just really wish that she would have kept the top of it and then just made the bottom of the skirt a normal skirt without exposing the bodysuit that was underneath it. That was my only thing, but I thought that dress was so adorable. I thought that a lot of the top 15 was right on. Interestingly enough, I really thought that a lot of the girls that made it into the top 15 actually looked a lot better than they did at prelims. I thought that their hair and makeup got a lot better. So this is all really fun to watch for me. I'm definitely gonna try to keep up a little bit more with Teen USA and start watching that pageant every year and kind of sharing my thoughts. But if you guys know other stuff about this pageant, please let me know. I'm always interested in learning more about them. So please put your comments down below if you went and you were actually at Miss Teen USA and you were able to watch it live. I would like to hear that too. I think it's very different to be there live versus watching something on YouTube or just seeing pictures of it after it all happens. I want to hear about how it was in person, and hopefully one day I'll get to go and watch Miss Teen USA somewhere. Kind of wish that it'll go back to the Bahamas though, because a trip to the Bahamas would be pretty amazing. I would love to have a vacation actually, so that'd be pretty cool, please. Or Hawaii, can it be in Hawaii or something like that? I mean, somewhere tropical, please. I need to find a beach. Thank you guys for watching this recap of Miss Teen USA. What are your thoughts? How did your favorites do? Did you predict the winners? I'd like to know. Leave that in the comments below. Also, please subscribe to this channel if you love pageants. Support it, give it a thumbs up, and share it with all of your friends. And please be sure to join me for next week's episode. Until then, if you guys want to keep in touch with me, stay tuned, and I'll be linking all my social media right after this. Hi there, I'm Dani Walker. You're watching. Hair on my face. Ooh. So many thoughts. So many things I have to think about.